Hi guys, this is Chris Englezu, and due to popular demand I've decided to um, put up a short video for you guys of my Atabapo River Biotope Aquarium after the poll done earlier this morning, where 98% of you decided you'd like to see and learn a little bit more about it. So here it is from a distance, and now I'm just going to move in a little bit and give you guys some more info on not only the fishes but some of the botanicals used, and a bit of background as to why I've used them. Alright, so I'll start from over this side, and first of all you can see some roots hanging down here. Now these belong to a monstera plant which grows above the aquarium, and there's also on the other side a philodendron atabapoense, which is endemic to that region. Now these leaves here are Areobotria leaves. Now they're not biotype correct, but they are a substitute for a leaf which looks extremely similar to this, which does actually exist along the Atabapo, a type of Licania tree. I'm not sure exactly of the species, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it produces a fruit called a sansapote or sansapot, and as I say, the leaves are very similar, so I've included these in. Now these up to now have been available exclusively via CE Fish Essentials as a botanical for your aquariums, and as of next week from Monday they'll be available via Blackwater UK, so do get in contact with James Sheen over there, and there'll be a whole bunch of other leaves and pods available also. So yeah, I have these dotted around. Now for the big palm leaf here. Now there's a few of them in the aquarium, and I find they serve as a fantastic interactive kind of enrichment tool for the fish. They do really enjoy, as you can see, the Kurumatopsis here kind of enjoying its protective umbrella-like qualities, and there you just saw the little hemigramma sticta swimming through the leaves, and the Parachirodon cardinal tetras, they really do enjoy swimming around those leaves there as they move in the water flow. Now, okay, I may as well just give a quick shout to these Heterocharax virgulatus at the front here, because they seem to be wanting to be on the camera, which makes a change. But anyway, back to the leaf, right? So this is a substitute that I used for a cheeky palm, which the correct binomial name is Leopoldinia piassaba. Now cheeky palms, as they're named, are used by indigenous people in these areas where they grow to produce things like brooms and baskets and such, because the material from the fibers is very hardy and strong, and also very resistant to water. And this type of livelihood for these people nowadays is a prominent source of income for the tribal people. So I wanted to include it because I saw it in a lot of habitats where I saw some or all of these species along the Atabapo, and yeah, so the palms themselves, they tend to grow in these kind of wet habitats, these forests that become inundated, and so the dead leaves fall down and they provide this sort of habitat for the fishes, and as you can see, they really enjoy it. Okay, so moving on, I've got here a seed pod from another palm, which you can see just here. It's quite worn down now, but it's had quite a long life in there, to be honest. Now, this is a substitute that I used for, which looks very similar actually to the seed pod for Mauritia flexuosa, which is known as the Maurice palm. This is another swampy habitat palm tree that exists in this region. And also, if you just quickly jump over to here, this kind of rooty bunch of plant material there wedged between the rock and the branch is the interior part which holds the seeds from this seed pod. But I find it actually makes a fantastic root-like substrate which some of the fish like picking in, and I think now that it's degraded quite a bit and become a bit softer, it could serve as a fantastic breeding material. Now these do come to me here and there as a botanical item, but they're not that common, shall we say. But from what I remember, there was a small number that I left with Elliot and Alan over at the fish barn, so if you guys are into these, maybe they still have some left, so don't be afraid to contact those guys and find out. What else do we have here? Okay, so oh yeah, some more roots from the palms, and yeah, cardinal tetras. The light's giving me a little bit of a sheen, but here, so here are some of my Hemiodus gracilis, and I'm surprised that I haven't been able to see my Apistogramma lineata tonight. The male is usually out and about, causing all kinds of trouble. But this little cavern there, just there, is actually formed from a bunch of old leaves, because I always layer them up with sand and then new leaves and sand, just like in nature. And he's created a little home there that goes all the way through to that part and there, so all the way there, and he spends his time in there a lot of the time, as well as at the moment underneath these palm tree leaves. Here's a small half of the group of Corymatopsis there. They're still settling in. They've been in their own species tank, just fattening them up and stuff for the last, well, quite a good few months, and they're in immaculate condition now, but they've just moved in yesterday to this aquarium, so they seem to be loving the extra space, but still yet to be as comfortable as the others. The others feed very happily from my hands and are fed exclusively with my nature kind food. All of these fish are fed exclusively with that, and they're thriving, as you can see, all in fantastic condition, thriving and happy, and most of all enjoying their habitat. For me, it's about enrichment of the fish species. If you're going to keep them in captivity, you should do it in such a way that makes their life fulfilling. And so yeah, this is the view of the aquarium. I hope you guys like it, and thank you for listening to me waffle on for almost 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions, if you see anything in there that I might have missed, then do contact me. There's, for example, some little pods here that have been here for a while, these old Savu pod there, and a few others. These all came from Tannin Aquatics, so you know, get in contact with Scott from Tannin Aquatics, check out their pods and leaves. They have some fantastic stuff. But yeah, as I say, if you guys have any questions about this aquarium, do contact me, and once again, thank you very much, and I look forward to hear from you all soon. All right.